Hi, I'm Ned Fulmer. 3 years ago, I cheated on my wife with my producer. It became a massive public scandal that caused a lot of pain to a lot of people. I know that I represented myself as a kind of wife guy who talked about his relationship and put that out there for public consumption.
I'm gonna always believe that when somebody is acting like some holier than thou character, or just acting like they ain't never did no wrong off camera, I just always assume that they a horrible person. Like, you doing some of the worst things imaginable when that camera turn off. I mean, look at Ellen. She got canceled a few years ago just for the same reason. On camera, she acting like she's some nice person. Off camera, they say she was a bitch. Jared Leto. I mean, I don't think I gotta really explain about Jared Leto. Let's be real. That man got a coat. I don't know what else to say. That man has a coat. You know he not a good person. Come on, bro. He got a coat. He doing coat shit over there. I don't know what else to say about him. Oh, then you got Bill Cosby. I ain't gotta explain that one now. We all know what the hell he was doing, what he was up to off camera. But before I keep going on with the video, let me give y'all a little context of what's going on. The man in the video name is Ned Fulmer. He was on a YouTube channel named The Try Guys, and it's basically exactly what it sounds. It was just a group of like 4 people trying different things. But he was the person that was the wife guy, like I love my wife. Chance the Rapper made a whole album about his wife. Chance the Rapper just catching random stray is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But back to what I was saying. He got caught cheating with somebody at work. And that's not the worst part of it. The lady he was cheating with was engaged. And the 2 marriages with 1 dick is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, come on. That's crazy, my boy. Like, damn, you in the 2 marriages. But after all that drama, he had the bright idea that his comeback to the internet is gonna be a podcast with the wife you cheated on.
Huh?
Bro, you ain't that smart. Like, nigga, get over yourself. It's been 3 years. Nobody care. I ain't gonna lie. If you never did this podcast, nobody would care.
I'm on the verge of like standing up and walking out of this room. Absolutely.
Same.
I'm like, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing? But no, I feel like this is a necessary thing.
Yeah, we've kind of been just keeping our lives very private for the last 3 years.
We have.
And just almost hiding from the world.
We've been hiding. We've been hiding from the world.
No, y'all hiding like some doomsday preppers for 3 years was not necessary. For most people, in a week, they forgot about this. In a month, they forgot your name. So what is we talking about? Like, this was not necessary. Y'all actually made it worse on y'allself by doing this.
Like, people ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did? And I mean, the answer is no. Absolutely not. How can you forgive somebody for lying to you, for cheating on you? No. Fuck no. Like,
I know that this situation not supposed to be funny, but it's the way she said fuck no. Because I instantly went to his mind. Because I'm thinking in his mind, like, damn, why you had to say it like that? Because in my mind, I'm thinking he done tried to late night text to see what's up. I feel like he might have tried to get that relationship back together. You know how people is. They ain't shit. You done ruined the marriage and you try to get back together. That's a funny headcanon for me. I ain't gonna lie. That's hilarious.
it's a really strange way to go about your normal life. You know, like I am a human who has needs. Like I want to have regular friends, and I don't want to like walk up to somebody that I want to be friends with at like preschool and have to start every conversation with like, my personal life is a dumpster fire, as I'm sure you know, but also, do you want to be friends with me? You know, like, I'm not gonna lie, I have some really authentic friendships that have started that way. But like, I don't want to go about my life starting friendships like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of want...
If someone I didn't know ever came up to me and started telling me their whole life story, I'm gonna hit you with the meanest. Damn, that's crazy. Hey, but I got something to do right quick. We'll pick this up another time. It ain't gonna be no another time. Because I'm gonna make sure that I see you and you don't see me. I'm gonna be ducking in and out the crowds trying to get away from you. You're not gonna put me in an unskippable cutscene. I don't need to know about how you took an arrow to the knee. I don't need to know none of that.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
I don't know you. Who are you?
I don't know you.
Why do you feel the need to tell me your whole life story?
The new friends to know the context of like who you currently are as a
Yes,
person.
exactly.
I remember I have met some people, like made new friends or kind of introduced myself to strangers. It's like, oh, let's exchange Instagrams. I'm like, well,
Right?
Here's mine, but couple of caveats. One, I have a lot more followers than you might expect. Two, all of this is pretty outdated. And three, don't Google me.
Don't Google me.
Don't Google me.
You
Just
probably don't want to
get
Google
to know me first. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You don't want to be just sort of seen as the sum of your mistakes for me or the sum of your past for you.
Right.
And
I really don't understand the first problem, because that can be solved just by making a new Instagram, a private account just for your friends. Is that not what celebrities do? I swear to you, all my life, I thought all celebrities had like a private account that only their friends really know about. So they ain't got to be dealing with that to the other side of social media, trying to be famous and everything like that. I just always assumed that's what they do.
Note that it's like because of things I did that caused you to experience that.
Yeah.
What was that moment like when everything changed for you? There was a lot of sort of delusions and rationalizations that you, as the person doing that, sort of are telling yourself as to why it's not so bad, or why it's going to be okay, or why actually this talked about it in this way. And then it's like, I remember that moment, it all just kind of like fell down, where I totally could see how devastated and just completely traumatized you were. And then it was just like, oh, everything changed for me as well. I'm like, oh no, this is like I've been hurting this person that I love this whole time.
You didn't realize until then.
Well, but then there's other things you tell yourself to kind of sort of compartmentalize, or I guess.
God damn, this awkward ass silence. But let me tell you what her facial expression is telling me. And if you're gonna ask what made me an expert on this right here, well, not to toot my own horn, I did watch 15 seasons of Criminal Minds. I stopped watching after Reed left. He was the last straw. I was out of there. But with me saying that, you can trust my judgment. That's what I'm saying. So let me explain to you, y'all, what her facial expression was telling me. She ready to beat this nigga ass. Let's be real, but she ready to put some hands on this man for saying some dumb shit like this. She ready to put straight paws on him.
How does it make you feel to hear that? I mean, did it ever occur to you that like not only did you having an affair just it shattered our marriage, but it also, like, all of that guilt and shame, you like hoisted that on me. Like, you gave that to me. And now I have to carry that around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. It's certainly not true.
Bruh, what is you talking about society? Society ain't got nothing to do with you sticking your dick in something you wasn't supposed to. We ain't make you do that. Don't try to put this on us. We ain't do that. Stop it. I know that question caught him off guard because, bro, what was you thinking saying some dumb shit like that? Like, bro, if he had to wait any longer to answer, the room would have been filled with smoke.
When did things start to feel a little more safe for you?
I think as I just got more comfortable talking to people about like what happened, and they just seemed to not care.
Yeah.
You know, like, it just wasn't a big deal.
It is kind of funny. It's like the whole, internet and people making TikToks seem to care so much. And then you meet anyone in real life and it's like everyone has some way to relate to some sort of a cheating story.
Just like all the parents at Wes's school, or, they're like, either they don't know or they don't give a flying fuck. They're like, yeah, who cares? They're like, it's one of many scandals. Like, also, it was 3 years ago. Like, get over yourself.
So hold on. You realized people you realize people in real life don't give a fuck about this situation that happened 3 years ago, but you want to make a podcast about what happened 3 years ago. Like, bro, you realize nobody cares. Why is you trying to explain the situation from so long ago? What was this whole podcast about? Like, what is we doing? Nobody cared at the point. You could have moved on, but y'all sitting there holding everything in, I guess, because that's the only way I feel like you can decide to make a podcast. You had to be holding this in, trying to think of how to get past this situation. Y'all should have been past this.